Hello everyone and welcome back to another math video. Today we're going to be talking about how to use trig ratios to find a missing side length. So similar to the problems that you see up on the screen here. For your Ricasso Recap, you should already know the trig ratios. You should know sine is opposite over hypotenuse, so on and so forth. You should know how to solve equations, and you're going to need a good calculator here. And so if you want refreshers on these two topics, there'll be videos in the description below. I'll also link the Desmos calculator, which is the one that I will be using. Up to you what calculator you use. Speaking of calculators, for this lesson, it's important that in your settings, so I'll show you how to do it on Desmos, but in your settings, down here, you need to change it to degrees, okay? Because we're going to be working with degrees, not radians. So just make sure that whatever calculator you're using is in degrees. Okay, so here's our problem. And it says find GH. So this is the missing side that we're trying to find. Now you always work from whatever angle they give you. So here they gave me angle G is 49 degrees. So now from angle G, I know this is the opposite side, this is the adjacent side, and this is the hypotenuse. And in these problems, they'll always give you one side. And so in this case, they give us the hypotenuse. So we're trying to find the adjacent, and they gave us the hypotenuse. We're trying to find the adjacent, and they gave us the hypotenuse. Now, you should already know your trig ratios. Which trig ratio uses adjacent and hypotenuse? Well, that would be cosine, right? So the, let's do it like this. The cosine of angle G is equal to the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. Well, we know some numbers here. We know what G is. So we can write the cosine of 49 degrees is equal to the adjacent side. We don't know what the adjacent side is, so let's put an X, over the hypotenuse, which we do know is 8. Well, now this is an equation, okay, and this follows all the rules of equations. So there are a couple ways that you could solve this. I'll show you one way and see what you think. So I'm going to rewrite it over here so I have a little bit more space. My suggestion would be to think of this as over 1 and then to cross multiply. So you do 1 times x is 1x, and then you do the cosine of 49 times 8. Cosine of 49 times 8. And now this is actually solved for you, right? This is just x equals. So this you can type straight into your calculator. The cosine of 49 degrees times 8 will give you a long decimal. It says round to the nearest tenth. So rounded to the nearest tenth should be 5.2. All right, here's our cool clock for today, which means that it's time for you to practice what you just learned. Go ahead and pause the video and try these two problems on your own. And when you're ready, you can unpause the video and we'll check your answers. Okay, now you've had time to work these problems, so let's check your solutions. Okay, for the first problem here is the work. Final answer should have been that HI, side HI is 9. And for the second problem, a little bit more work here because you have to divide to get the x by itself. Okay, so you divide by the tangent of 31 on both sides. You should get that x is equal to 6.7. All right, that's it for today. I hope you all have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.